Hey everyone, welcome to the Legend of Zelda, the Wind Waker HD walkthrough. This walkthrough will be 100% minus the figurines, and yes, for this first chapter I am playing on the gamepad because my Pro Controller has not come in yet. But other than that, this will be a reboot of my Wind Waker walkthrough. So I'll be replacing these videos, but I'll let you watch the intro here. So alright, so like I was saying, I'm going to use the gamepad for just this first chapter, but subsequent chapters I will be using a Wii U Pro Controller, so you all will be able to see the map. However, I highly suggest if you're playing the Wii U version to use the gamepad unless you really hate it. I think it makes the game a lot easier to play. If you're playing 100%, definitely use the gamepad because you can get the treasure without having to keep pausing, and basically when you're sailing, you can just look at the gamepad when you're going, and so yeah, that's one other thing. Another thing, like I mentioned, I will not be getting the figurines, but I'll be discussing every enemy in the game and where you can find them when we meet them. So just one new enemy in this chapter. but I'll be bringing them up as we meet them. And a third thing, I think I already mentioned this too, it's a reboot of my Wind Waker walkthrough, so from the GameCube version. I will be replacing videos as we go, and if you're playing this on the GameCube, you can still use this walkthrough. It's essentially going to be the same with a few differences, and I will let you know when there's a difference. I'll put annotations up so you can skip parts that are different or whatever. So let's get started with this game though. I love the graphics, but after everyone stops talking, you can backflip off the top or take the ladder down, whichever you want. And you can press A to swim a little bit faster, so if you tap A while you're in the water, you'll swim a little bit faster. Go up to this first house here, and underneath you'll see 1 rupee. So you can press ZR to crouch and then start moving to grab that rupee under the guy's porch. Then head up and into this house. We're going to be collecting rupees for a little bit here, because you're going to be wanting to save up. Definitely save up. If you're playing the HD version, the Wii U version, save your rupees, and you'll see why. I won't spoil it, but you'll see why. So anyways, you want to head into this house. Under the bed, you'll see a green rupee. Crouch, get it, open the chest for a red rupee. Then you can head out. Now you see to the left of this house there's a pig. Crouch and then crawl up to it and then pick it up. If you try to run at it, it'll just run away from you, so that's not the best way to get that. So grab the pig, pick him up, and then we're going to take him to the top of the hill on the other island, I guess. This island is called Outside Island. It's really 2 islands, but you know, I'm not going to poke holes there. So, but yeah, like I was saying, the graphics are amazing in this game. I love them, and they changed the things that needed to be changed from the GameCube version. I'll just say that. So anyways, once you bring the piglet to the top of the hill, this lady will give you 20 rupees. Well, if you noticed as we were coming back here, there were 2 more pigs, so we can bring them back to her, each for 20 rupees, using the same method that we did the last time. But first, jump down here and then go to on the bridge to the little middle platform. There are some rupees there. Just like any other 3D Zelda game, if you've played any before, you can run to the edge and you will automatically jump off the edge. Pretty neat. So grab those rupees there. All these NPCs will basically tell you what I'm telling you, but feel free to talk to them if you want to get to know your neighbors. Then you can head over. We're going to grab this black pig. Just crawl up to him. And there you can see that pig ran away because I was running towards him. They won't run away from you if you just crawl. Throw him in there, and then you can speak to the lady. She will give you 20 more rupees. So 1 more pig to get, and he's just down the path. You should have seen him bringing up the first 2 pigs. And once you've brought all 3 pigs, she will remember that it's your birthday, because it is your birthday, and she'll give you your birthday present. Oh, look at that. To get your birthday present, you have to bring her 3 pigs. Alright, anyways, now we're pretty much done with her. At least, well, we're done with her, yeah. So, but you want to head on the fence and hop up onto the roof of her little trough there for the pigs, and then you can head to the roof of her house and hop in the top. There are a bunch of pots and barrels here. Most of them contain just 1 rupee, but they add up because, like I said, most of them contain 1 rupee, although the first 2 I decided to throw didn't. You can also roll into the wall to make the shells fall down. Remember that, because that'll be a feature that will be featured later in the game, and we'll be finding some cool stuff. So just remember that you can do that. If you ever see shelves, you can roll into the wall and they'll usually fall down. Can't think of an instance where they won't, actually, so that's nice. And here you can throw these barrels to destroy some of the pots to make it a little bit quicker. I was failing here for whatever reason. But grab all of these pots, and you should be pretty good for rupees. By the end of the first dungeon, we're going to want to have, you're going to want to have at least, I would say 220 at very least, and you have to be good at the one part of the game that I'm talking about, but you'll see when we get there. Anyways, just a little bit more rupee collection, and then we can get back to the main part of the game. So now we're going to head over to Link's house, but underneath his porch, you see there's a spot where you can crawl. So go ahead and crawl, and then you can turn to the left, and then head in this hole. There's a chest in here that contains 100 rupees. So that's pretty nice. Anyways, then you can crawl back and head into Link's house, where I will meet you for part B.